Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
It's good to have you here. I'm Whitney Ward. We have new developments tonight in the case of a Spokane County sergeant accused of beating a man so severely the jail wouldn't book him. We do want to warn you, some of the video you'll see in this story is graphic. For
the first time, we are hearing the deputy side of the situation. KREM 2 Shannon Mowdy has the new details tonight. Shannon?
KREM 2 first told you about this incident earlier this month after attorneys for the man who now plans to sue the county released body camera video of the incident. Those attorneys tell us that man was resting in his car during an 11-hour drive. The Sergeant Clay Hilton has not agreed to interviews, but KREM 2 News did get a copy of his report of the August 14th incident. It's the first time Sergeant Clay Hilton's version of what happened August 14th and what led up to a man being hospitalized for days has been revealed. Hilton's report, given to KREM 2 News through a public records request, starts with him observing a gray Audi parked in the lot of Terrace View Park around 11:47 p.m. after legal hours, Hilton notes. Sergeant Hilton says he smelled the strong odor of burnt marijuana near the car. Hilton writes the man inside was instantly confrontational.
All right, you got your ID on you real quick?
No, I don't.
You're not shutting the door, you're not free to leave.
Yeah, I am.
You're not.
In the report, Hilton noted a folding knife in the driver's door pocket and a fixed blade knife slightly behind the
why is that, sir?
Why? Because you're refusing to tell me who you are and you're probably going to end up going to jail.
Hilton writes he was arresting the man for not complying to my lawful demands and was afraid the man was trying to grab a weapon and was resisting.
Listen,
you are going to get hurt.
Hilton admits hitting the man's face with a closed fist. The sergeant says he also kneed him twice in the left side as the man tried to stand. He says the man continued resisting and appeared to be reaching for his waistband.
You're under arrest. Get on the ground!
Hilton says he hit the man twice in the head again. The Spokane Police Department is investigating the excessive force allegations against Hilton. Hilton is still on administrative leave as the Spokane Police Department investigates. The Sheriff's Office has declined further comment, citing advice from legal counsel. Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.
All right, Shannon, thank you very much. Turning out to some of today's top stories, the Spokane County Sheriff's Office asking for the public's help identifying a robbery suspect.
So take a look at your screen. Deputies believe this man is responsible for a bank robbery at First Interstate Bank on the Spokane South Hill. He is described as 25 to 45 years old, shoulder-length brown hair, and deputies say he was last seen wearing a gray or light-colored green stocking cap, dark clothing and shoes, a black face covering, and black gloves. Anyone with information about who this is asked to please contact detectives. That number is 509-477-3223. The number's also there at the bottom of your screen.
Meanwhile, Spokane police asking for help finding suspects linked to a series of property crimes aimed at the LGBTQ community. So take a close look at your screen. SPD shared these images this afternoon showing a person wearing a mask walking up the steps of the front porch of Paul Dillon, a candidate for Spokane City Council District 2, ripping down the pride flag and then running away.
And later images show a group of suspects walking through the Perry district. So if you recognize anyone in these photos, you are asked to contact police at the email, which is right there at the bottom of your screen. Or if it's not on your screen, you can certainly find it on KREM.com. In Northwest News tonight, an Oregon family of 4 was killed on Thursday while they were on their way to watch Saturday's annular eclipse.
Oregon State Police say the family died in a 3-car crash on Highway 97 in Redmond. The victims were identified as parents Gary and Michelle Rutledge and their children Kate and Ryan. Police are asking for any witnesses to the crash to contact them by dialing star OSP and referencing the case number right there at the bottom of your screen. Meantime, Idaho State Police have a suspect in custody who was allegedly involved in a chase that prompted a shelter-in-place order near Wolf Lodge yesterday.
That order has since been lifted. The suspect is Jesse Spiegel. They say he was taken into custody thanks to a tip to ISP. They say troopers were pursuing a car on Highway 57 near Coeur d'Alene when Spiegel and another person got out of the car and ran. Spiegel was wanted on multiple felony warrants. Coming up here in just 1 hour, Spokane Public Schools will discuss a new bond and levy plan.
SPS is looking at a handful of projects that could be paid for with a $200 million bond if voters give them the green light come February.
The district says the bond would continue their long-range plan to replace and modernize old schools and minimize increases in taxes. The district did not say, though, how much the average household would pay in taxes, though, to support the bond. That meeting starts at 6 o'clock tonight.
United Soccer League Spokane has a new club president, and she is no stranger to the league. USL announced today that Katie Harnato is stepping into that role. She is already a co-owner of the club along with her husband Ryan. USL says her focus will be on strengthening the brand's product offerings, expanding the fan base, and making more community partnerships.
All right, let's take a break from the headlines and take our first look at the forecast. We've got meteorologist Michelle Boss in tonight.
And Michelle, we are loving this weather. Please tell us we can hold on to it for at least a few more days.
Yeah, I love being the bearer of good news because we are going to be able to hold on to this beautiful weather at least into the first half of the weekend. As we take a look at satellite and radar, no precipitation of any kind to talk about right now, and really not much in the way of cloud cover either until you go north of the border. Beautiful blue skies today and some very mild temperatures, more than 10 degrees above average, as we're still sitting at 71 degrees at the Spokane airport at the 5 o'clock hour. Sunset will actually occur within the next hour. Crazy upper 60s in Deer Park and Coeur d'Alene, 68 in Moses Lake, and 70 in Pullman, lower 70s in Lewiston. Beautiful evening expected as temperatures fall into the 40s and 50s. It should be a little bit milder than average for overnight low temperatures as well. We'll only be dropping down to the mid 40s the next couple of days. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow, plenty of sunshine on Friday, and a few more clouds on Saturday, but still very mild with a high near 70.